she was not a great candidate, let's be honest. When she said, when they asked...
Why isn't she a great candidate? She combined several trends of thought here. Black, woman.
That's not a candidate. Those are, that's identity politics. That's one of the Democrats.
Those are elements.
Those are, but nobody elects. I mean, yeah, people are tribal. There are some people who will vote just for the person who looks like them or is like them. But obviously, I think this proves you got to go a lot further than that.
Bill Maher brought on this woke idiot William Shatner onto his show, and it's bad whenever Bill Maher has to shut you down for being such a woke idiot like William Shatner is. Let's get into this clip though, because Bill Maher absolutely destroys William Shatner and shatters his entire worldview just with a couple of quick sentences. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like I said, when it comes down to Bill Maher waking you up and making you understand why the Democrats lost the 2024 presidential election, it's bad when it gets to that point, but it is at that point for a lot of these people like William Shatner and everybody else in Hollywood, but also people like Whoopi Goldberg and Sonny Hostin. And a lot of times whenever Bill Maher does try to red pill these people into understanding the truth about what's happening in the Democratic Party, they don't want to listen. And this is one of those times. Let's get into this clip here where Bill Maher absolutely destroys this A-list celebrity, William Shatner.
A political person?
Yeah, well, as someone who, they may imagine, okay, he lives and works in Hollywood and Canadian and, probably a liberal. But, I don't feel like most people in this country hate, especially the conservatives, quite frankly, are much more tolerant of people they don't like. It's the liberals who are purists, especially the ones in this town. They're the ones who, like, if you don't agree with me 1,000,000%, I don't even want to know you. That's one of the reasons they lost. They have a bad attitude.
I don't know why the Democrats lost. I don't understand why the Democrats lost.
Well, people will be writing books about it for years, many reasons. Part of it was, Biden should not have stayed on so long.
That I understand. But inflation, prices have come down. The economy is good. I mean, I don't know why they voted against her.
Well,
against the party.
I certainly could go on and on about that. But basically, she was not a great candidate, let's be honest. When they asked...
Why isn't she a great candidate? She combined several trends of thought here. Black, woman.
That's not a candidate. Those are, that's identity politics. That's one of the Democrats.
Those are elements.
Those are, but nobody elects. I mean, yeah, people are tribal. There are some people who will vote just for the person who looks like them or is like them. But obviously, I think this proves you got to go a lot further than that. You can't just...
What this clip is proving to me, I mean, look, William Shatner is kind of playing a role here of being an absolutely clueless idiot. I don't think the guy is this clueless. Like, there's no way. And if you think back, a lot of you were probably a little bit shocked at the beginning of this video when I said William Shatner is a woke idiot, because he used to never be that. He used to actually call out a lot of the wokeness and say, I remember this tweet that went viral that he tweeted out before. These people were complaining about something that happened in Star Trek. And he basically tweeted at the woke people who were complaining about it. And he was like, you woke idiots would have never survived the 60s, something along those lines. And then he just does a complete 180. And now he's on the side of, I don't understand how Kamala Harris could lose. I mean, she's black and a woman. How could you possibly lose with both of those things on your side? Like, really? Like, you took a complete 180. And guess what? I think it's as of a couple of years ago. I'm not a Star Trek fan, never watched Star Trek in my life, but I'm pretty sure he's back in Star Trek now. And I'm sure that has something to do with his political 180. And now it's so bad. And I think he's just playing a character here to get roles and to get paid. It's so bad that Bill Maher has to school you on why the Democrats lost, because you can't fathom that a black woman, who's not even actually black, by the way, could possibly lose an election. Are we serious right now?
B, woman, black person. I mean, Trump got a quarter of black men. That's 25%.
I know.
you know, he didn't do much better in generally because the women are very much against him, but he killed it with Latinos. If there's any great irony in this election, is that the guy who came down the escalator 10 years ago talking about the rapists, they keep giving him more of
Donald Trump never, oh man, like, dude, why we still have to play these dumbass games? Why do I have to still have to correct these idiots? Donald Trump never said that Latinos are rape. I don't want to say the word, but Latinos are that thing that Bill Maher just said. He was talking about illegal immigrants, and you are just equating illegal immigrants with Latinos. I don't know why we have to keep making this correction. It's ridiculous. They're just going to keep twisting his words and just straight up lying. I mean, it's so dishonest. They don't care.
their votes. And again, I understand this.
Why?
Democrat,
tell me what you understand.
I will. Democrats don't understand their own constituencies. If you're a Mexican American, who do you fear taking your job? The guy who just came in through the border. Of course they like the guy who says, I'm going to keep everybody out.
But he didn't say I'm keeping everybody out.
Well,
I'm going to send everybody out.
Okay, but the Democrats could have won this election in a walk, I think. Not a walk, but I think they could have won it if Biden got out earlier. They had a true primary season to find the best candidate, not just one whose turn was it, who, by the way, before they anointed her, nobody was sort of on the page that she was very good at being a candidate. Or
She failed the first time.
Okay, so if they had done that, and then the point...
If you enjoy content like this, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a ton. Let's get back to the video.
Pointless reversing of Trump's border policy, which was remain in Mexico and not everything counts as asylum. The Democrats' fatal flaw is they always have to look like the good people. So they reversed that and let in too many people. Not that we shouldn't be a nation of immigrants, but it just was a lawless shit show for years. And people noticed, and then they started to send them, the Democrats' hypocrisy was called out because the people in the northern cities who were like, we welcome everybody. And then the governors on the border states were like, okay, well, here they are. Enjoy this busload.
What hasn't been talked about to the extent I will be is the unrest, given global warming, of millions of people wanting to get somewhere else. And somewhere else is like the United States. There are millions of people that will, in the near future, want to leave their country because they can't live in it.
Yes.
Because of global warming? Oh my God. What a lunatic. What an absolute lunatic, man. I don't know. I'm so tired. I feel like it's kind of arguing with a child at this point. Like, what's even the point in trying to correct somebody who I think he's old. I think I saw he's 93 or something like that. He doesn't look 93 at all. He looks younger than that, but he's a pretty old dude. He's not changing his ways. Like, let's be real. He's stuck in his ways at this point. I mean, I know he did a complete 180. I think it's to get paid from Star Trek and from Hollywood, but he's not changing his ways. If the guy thinks that people are going to be fleeing their countries due to global warming, he just thinks that, and I'm not even going to try to dispel it. The only thing that I'll say is, if this climate change stuff is as scary and as serious as it is, and people are fleeing their countries to come to the United States because of global warming, that's what people, who are running from the Mexican cartel, that's what they're worried about. Not the cartel, they're worried about global warming. Wow. That's a revelation. If that is the case, then why are all the people who are peddling the global warming and climate change stuff, why are they buying real estate in the places that they're saying people are going to have to flee, and the places that are going to be underwater and unlivable? Why do I have to keep asking that question over and over again and nobody gives me an answer? It's ridiculous that you still are saying the same things. Grow up, dude.
And look, I mean, it's going to happen here too. We could lose Florida.
Well, we will.
And if anybody knows about losing Florida, it's Democrats. By the way, Florida, which used to be a swing state, is now just bright red. And you know why it is?
Him?
No. The influx of Latinos. So, again, the irony of the Republicans accusing the Democrats, I don't think the Democrats are doing this, of purposely letting in all these Latin people to vote for Democrats. And then, in Florida, it worked out the other way.
Yeah.
They voted for the
Well,
Republicans.
the best laid plans everywhere, anytime, anywhere. What did he say? You have a plan, you get hit in the face, and
That's Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Bill Maher, once again, just equates illegal immigrants to Latinos. Nobody said that Democrats are letting in Latinos so that they can vote Democrat. He said they are letting in illegal immigrants so that they can vote Democrat. But he just thinks that every illegal immigrant is Latino, which I'll admit the majority are, because we're bordered with Mexico. But it's not all of them. There's illegal immigrants coming from all over the place, not just Mexico. Obviously, the southern border is probably the most vulnerable part. So a lot of them are coming through the southern border, but not all of them are Latino. You are making you are making that equivalence. That it's a false equivalence. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of them that are Latino, but they're not all Latino, like Bill Maher is saying. Hey, you're saying the quiet part out loud a little bit right there, Bill Maher. I think you might be a little bit racist against Latinos. I think we should cancel Bill Maher. Anyway, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this whole Bill Maher versus William Shatner little debate that they had there? Like I said, it's kind of like arguing with a child. The way that Bill Maher has to explain to him why Kamala Harris lost. I'd never seen anyone so lost before. I can't believe that Kamala Harris lost. She's black and a woman. How could you possibly lose when you have both of those things? It's just unreal how just brain dead these people are. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this whole Bill Maher versus William Shatner debate, episode, whatever you want to call it.